Every year, the Amarnath Yatra draws in thousands of devoted pilgrims, creating an atmosphere filled with faith and reverence. However, as the number of participants swells, ensuring their safety becomes a vital mission for the Indian Army. In recent times, this increased participation has raised significant concerns regarding potential threats, reminding us that even in moments of devotion, vigilance is essential. A story that intertwines with such tension is that of Burhan Wani, a young man whose early life took a dark turn. Rising to infamy as a key figure in Hizbul Mujahideen, Burhan became a symbol of the turmoil in Kashmir, fueled by the local tensions that surrounded him. His journey into the world of terrorism unfolded against a backdrop of violence and uncertainty, forever altering the course of his life and the lives around him. The tragedy of Tufail Muttu's death in 2010 ignited anger across Kashmir, sending shockwaves through the community. His passing led to widespread protests that ultimately escalated anti-army sentiments. For young individuals like Burhan Wani, this incident became a pivotal moment, pushing them further into radical ideologies and deepening their grievances against authority. Shortly after, a heartbreaking incident involving the death of a woman in Burhan's neighborhood catalyzed a series of events that would shape his future. The sense of loss and injustice fueled Burhan's anger, especially following a confrontation with the security forces. It was within this community atmosphere of grief and resentment that his story took a more dangerous path. In this turbulent landscape, the ideology of Hizbul Mujahideen began to play a significant role in Burhan's recruitment. The organization adeptly harnessed local grievances and discontent among youth, presenting itself as a solution to their woes. Through their operations, they sought not only to instill fear but also to promote chaos and anarchy throughout Kashmir, deeply affecting countless lives. Burhan's notoriety grew rapidly, aided by the influence of social media and the tragic deaths of his associates. Each loss only served to increase his reputation among local militants, highlighting the dangerous allure that terrorism held for disillusioned young people. His ascent to the role of a commander exemplified the seductive power of violence and rebellion as a means of gaining recognition. Using social media as a platform, Burhan cleverly showcased his identity, making him a relatable figure to many Kashmiri youth. This strategic move amplified his influence and connected him with the younger generation who were searching for someone to look up to, ultimately transforming him into a symbol of rebellion against the status quo. The pursuit of quick fame and significance through acts of violence inevitably drew in unemployed youth, particularly those from impoverished backgrounds. Burhan's enticing promises of freedom and glory became a tempting escape from their harsh realities, illustrating how despair could lead individuals down a perilous path. As Burhan's influence expanded, it sparked a troubling cycle of violence and revenge that only escalated tensions throughout the Kashmir region. His provocative actions pushed communities to the brink, showcasing the dire consequences that can arise from radicalization, leaving many families impacted by grief and anger. Amidst this chaos, a series of initial arrests in Avantipura unveiled startling connections between local residents and active terrorists. This revelation pointed to a deeper, more complex network of support for militants within the community, showcasing how entangled families and friends could become in the web of violence and fear. In response, a coordinated operation by various security forces unfolded, highlighting the intricate and often perilous nature of counter-terrorism efforts. These brave individuals worked to navigate the challenges posed by the environment, all while striving to protect their communities from the threat of violence and instability. Ultimately, Burhan's death stands as a sobering reminder of the lasting impact that radical ideologies can have on young lives. It tragically illustrates how, in the quest for belonging or purpose, some may resort to violence against their own communities, painfully affecting families and futures alike.